150 years after the nuclear catastrophe, nature has reclaimed most of the areas made by humans. Floods have turned the land into a marshy wasteland. High plateaus are the only place new settlements can survive. Those of us who have survived want to create our new home there. Countless dangers await us, but it's time to leave the shelter of our Endzone.
Our best bet is to search the area for a more livable place. We can't build any sturdy houses in this muddy wasteland. Look if there's anything else we can take from the Endzone. Then we can be on our way.
Okay, and hello, welcome fellow survivors, my friendly gamer geeks, one and all. I'm Immersion, the GM of RoleCraft Patreon, where we cover tabletop role-playing games, video games, board games, just anything that us geeks really like and love to geek about. So what we've got going on right now is we are inside the video game Endzone 2, which recently got its left early access and got its version 1.0 official launch. I'm playing on the Steam PC version, and this is a challenge play. One of my patrons, or my longtime patrons, Anne, is also a fellow video gamer. Loves the survival video games, these city builders, strategy type video games as much as I do. And she's pretty good at it. So we've got a challenge going on right now that we're going to play through the same seeded map, which she devised. And we're both going to play just to see how long we survive, and also to see the different play styles that we both have, what choices we make, what events happen that we have to overcome, just to see how the general gameplay goes for each of us. So we're going to go in, and I'm going to do mine, I think, day by day. So as you can see up here in the upper left corner, we are currently on day 1. We are just leaving the Endzone. We are in our
New instructions?
We are in our trusty little Pathfinder here. We've got our people crammed in here along with our supplies: water, food, some wood, some scrap metal, some cloth, some plastic. And we are going to go and find us a place to make a new settlement and see how long we last. So if you would like to see the seed that was chosen and the different settings that we'll be using in the game, I will leave a link. I will put a link down in the information section of the YouTube video here, so you can go visit the Patreon where I'll have this posted, and you can see what we're doing. And if you would also like to take the challenge, then you can match the same seed to your game and see how you do. And of course, we'd both love to know the choices you make and what happens to you, how your gameplay goes. So for right now, though, we're going to get this started. And first off, we're going to see what else we can pull out of our Endzone. So this is counted as a ruin. Certain locations contain resources that can be carried off. Oops. Yeah, so we're going to loot up. So what we've got left in the Endzone is 75 scrap, 75 wood, 15 tools, some more water, some more food, and some carbon masks, activated carbon masks. But only have one slot, inventory slot left in our Pathfinder. So I can only carry one of these. And I think what we're going to do first, we're going to go with the activated carbon masks. We're going to put all of them in there. As we can make do, we've got plenty of scrap metal to make tools once we get situated wherever we're going to be situated at. Let's see, yeah, there's no more cloth, there's no more plastic, so I can't carry any more of that. Alright, and we can always come back here. We can always send the Pathfinder back to reloot all this that we're leaving behind once we find us a place, once we get us our first settlement established. So that is going to be that, and it looks like we've got that's a potential excavations, not excavation, but
I'm at the wheel.
I've lost the word. Expedition, that's what I'm thinking of. Expedition site right here. So expedition sites are a little bit more hands-on than your average little looting site is. But since my Pathfinder is full, we're going to have to bypass this, and we're just going to continue on with our general map land nav recon. And what we're looking for is our first zone.
Let's go.
So we're right. We've got an expedition site. We've got, that looks like another expedition site there. These are just general loot zones, loot areas. Okay, so since I am, well, let me pause it. So since I'm starting off down here in the lower right of the map, if I keep going lower right here along this path down this way, I don't think I'm going to find a zone. Just doing some metagaming here. So I'm going to go this way. And it looks like we will have the better chance of finding a zone. Now you can do a good bit of land nav map recon because you start off with a good amount of water and some food.
Got it.
But now, as you can see, the water down here is being used by the adults currently in the Pathfinder, and once that gets low, they will start complaining, and you will get a warning saying your water's getting low. You need to find you need to establish a settlement before you run out of water, because when that happens, everybody dies.
Got it.
So we're going to make as much time as possible that we have
All clear.
to do some recon.
Got it.
To find us a zone that we like for our first settlement, or
All clear.
We have found a new zone. Take a look at it when you get a chance. It might be worth it to build a new settlement on it.
okay, so zone located. This looks like a smaller zone. And what do we have on it? We've got 11 wild animals. We've got 2 restorable ruins, a decaying iron mine, and a decaying iodine mine, salt. We've got 2 coal sites. We've got 1 clay site, and we've got 2 sizable fertile soil sites. And more importantly, there is some fresh water. There is water available on this zone. However, the zone is kind of small. It's got some scrap scattered out, but most of the scrap are in the form of these little excuse me, these little housing areas, houses, buildings, whatever they want to call them. See, like this, that would provide a good amount of scrap, but it would just take time to get through that, and in the meantime it's taking up valuable real estate space. Also, there's one little forest section to itself down here, one little forest section down here, and one little forest section up here. I'll count those three all as one. Not a lot of space to build in, to expand a good settlement in. So, since this is the first one we found, and I still have plenty of breathing room,
Engine running.
to operate with in, I'm going to turn around and we're going to head back north.
Got it.
And see what zones we can find this way. I'm thinking there's probably going to be a larger zone
On the road.
up this way somewhere. Now, I can already tell you one of the differences that you'll see between my
On the road.
playthrough and Anne's playthrough, which I will also leave a link to once we find out where she's going to be
On
posting
the road.
hers, probably on her YouTube channel and or Patreon
All clear.
also. I'm not sure which yet. But one of the main differences that you'll see is that I rarely ever use the medium or high game speeds. I like the slow, methodical, give me time to think and breathe when it comes to Endzone strategy game anyway.
On the road.
And
Hey, everything rusty with you? I'm Rusty Rolf, trader and collector by passion. You'll find the world's finest scrap metal here.
Okay. We have somebody named Rusty Ralph. And
Everything rusty with you?
Rusty Ralph is a trading post. He's a merchant who runs a trading post. This merchant has a job that can be completed to increase his level of trust. Alrighty then. So he has currently available an infinite amount of scrap, some tools, water, iron tools, copper cable, an axe, a generator, that might be, and some food. A special offer, he's got an electronics workshop which produces copper cables from copper and rubber or transformers from copper and iron. That's pretty cool. Alright, so that axe right now I know would be coming in handy once you start looting and doing expeditions. But however, that's still a little ways away for me. I'm going to stick to the priority of finding a
What's the plan?
suitable
We have found a new zone. Take a look at it when you get a chance.
a new zone to establish in, okay? And
On
we
the
just
road.
found another one to the north. It looks to be
Let's go.
slightly larger than, let's see, I'm on pause. Actually, no, that's all one there, okay. So let's take a look at this zone we just found here. It's got 12 wild animal locations. It's got 2 restorable ruins, an old fish farm, and an old house. It has 2 coal sites, has 1 clay site, and it has 3 swampland. Alright, so now let's take a look at it from the south. That is a huge community, formerly community. That would be worth quite a bit of scrap. Plus all this is looted out, or strewn out here. A little bit up this way. Okay, near the upper half, the northern half, there's some more lootable areas for scrap. Alright, and I've got 1, 2 tree. Got 3 water sites. Alright. Now that's both a pro and a con. The more smaller water sites like this you have, little lakes, ponds, whatever you want to call them, it's easier to set up some water gathering places. But it also takes up real estate in your zone where you can't, it inhibits your settlement, being able to spread your settlement out, should that be something that is needed. Now I've got this one large forest area right in the center of the zone, in between the 2 swamplands. So this is a potential. This is a potential. I've got a little forest area over here too. And as we're collecting scrap, we can eat away at all of this. But this here also has me intrigued. This old fish farm. Because once we got the resources, it requires copper cable. So that would be a while. But once we get there up, it would produce quite a bit more food than just fishing, pulling it out of the lakes would. But that would still take some time to get there. Alright, so I still have a little bit of time. Where's my bus?
I'm at the wheel.
I still have a little bit of time with my water and resources, so I'm going to continue. There's another little expedition site.
On the road.
Yep, okay.
Got it.
So let's go up this road a little further north. Okay, here's a river. There's probably going to be a bridge around here somewhere.
On the road.
And we're going to see if it's broken or not. Okay, a couple more lootable areas here. Some ruins.
Let's go. On the road.
Okay, hold on a second. I didn't see. So these areas right here are also important. That area, because this is where you can bring your Pathfinder to set your starting what's the word I'm looking for? Staging area, which is where your supplies will go to. And it's very important to know where these are located and how far they go into the zone, the little plateau zone area, because that is how you you do your transport routes. Once you set up 2, 3, 4 settlements, and you need to get materials from one settlement to the next. So this is, I could set it right here, or I could set it over here. No, that's actually, yeah, it would fit right in there. This also helps dictate where you're going to set your village, your settlement center, the center of your settlement, where
Got it.
your town center is going to be located, because that's where you build your settlement around or from. Around and or from. Oh, there's a bridge.
We discovered an old bridge that might be able to lead us across the river. We should send an expedition to it. Who knows what awaits us on the other side?
Okay, so you can see you can start an expedition here to see what the bridge goes, and you might be able to, there's a knowledge point there, might be able to restore the bridge, rebuild it to where you can get across. Okay, so I'm going to continue going north. I'm going to take this route here. Oh,
What's the plan?
we're going this way, driver. And there's another little
Got it.
expedition site, it looks like.
We have found a new zone.
Well,
Take a look at it when you get it.
there it is. Okay, so this will be a this looks like a junkyard, scrap yard. Yeah, an old car junkyard and stuff. Be able to find a bunch of good stuff in there, I bet. Anyway, we found a zone,
Got it.
so let's get our now this is another smaller medium type zone.
Let's go.
So I'm going to pull the Pathfinder up here and take a look at it. Alright, this zone has some 13 wild animals. It's got 1 restorable ruin, an old medicine factory. It's got 2 coal, 2 clay, and 2 fertile soil sites, locations. Alright, so we got scrap, scrap, scrap. The forest is heavy over here on the east side. Two water sites, large farmland on the western side. Actually, that all of this here is fertile soil, but that would be the best place to put some crops. If this right here wasn't in the middle, this little mountain, that would be the ideal place to sit. I got the forest on one side, the arid soil on the other, water north and south. That would be prime place to put a settlement. But alas. Alright, let's get back to the bus. I still
New
have
instructions?
a little bit more time, not much, but a little bit, so I'm going to continue my land nav map recon
On the road.
here.
On the road. On the road. Let's go.
All right. Nearing the...
We have found a new zone. Take a...
All right, we're nearing the top northern part
Got it.
of the map region. We just discovered another zone. So let's pause here. Let's take a look at this zone. All right, we've got 16 wild animal locations. We've got 2 restorable ruins, a decaying lead mine. What is that? Radless? Does that mean there's no radiation in the lead? Oh, because it's lead. Never mind. And then a decaying mine. Both of them have 0, if I'm reading this correctly, 0 radiation. So there's a lead mine and then there's a regular mine. Oh, that's coal mine, okay. So that would be 3 coal sites then. 1 clay site and 2 that's pretty sizable there. 2 fertile soil locations. Alright, so we got a large forest along the north and the eastern side down to the southern, and then some fertile soil in the center and the western side, and then scrap to the north and a couple of scrap locations scattered about. That would be the first one I hit right here. So we put the city center right here, and I've got short distance to fish and water, and then crops here, and then short distance to some scrap, the beginner scrap, and to forests. Then what I would probably do actually I could set it, oh, that'd be a stretch for the water though. I could set it right here in this copse of woods, the city center. So I've got scrap and scrap, still got woods walking distance, and I can build a path over here to the water so that the water comes through the crop area. Then I've got the clay site here. Wait, I've got 2 other areas I forgot. So city center right here, water, forests, scrap, crops, clay. If it will let me stretch that far. I'm not sure it would. Oh yeah, it would. Right here. I could come in from the south. Because there's not an entrance on the east side. So I'd have to come in from the south. So is there an entrance on there? There's one entrance. Large entrance on the west. Almost extends all the way up to the north. Okay. So let's do one more look. We've got this one here. We've got the original zone here, the first zone here. Okay. So this would be a great zone for agricultural, an agricultural zone, an ag zone. Because I've got that, I could put multiple crops on here. Put a little city center right there. And then extend the transport routes to the north, starting right here. So I'd put the staging area right there. Okay. Then I've got this one here, which is the largest one that I've uncovered so far. And it's got the swamplands on it, which means I can grow herbs and medicine. It's also got these large scrap areas. Plus, it is centrally located for transportation supply routes, so I could build a settlement down here and this one, build a settlement down here and this one. Well, this would be the operating, main base. All right, and this one up here looks like it'd just be general purpose. I don't see. Oh, what's it got? It's got the one. Yeah, it's got the medicine factory. So, yeah. But there's no swampland on this one. That's the problem. If there was swampland on this zone, I would definitely this would be a much better prime location, because I could restore this medicine factory without having to build a the extra buildings for it, and have medicine going a lot quicker than normal. And then we've got this zone here, which has the lead mine, 2 large fertile areas. Yeah, okay. We're going to start here on this large zone here. So
What's the plan?
let's skedaddle
All
our
clear.
Pathfinder back down to here. All right, now it's got, do I want to do north? I don't think there's a zone over there. I think I want to use one of these western side entrances, but which one? Probably the center one. Let's see. Well, let me get my
All clear.
get my Pathfinder down here, and I'll have to test it. I don't know how far my Pathfinder can reach there. In this little section right here, it looks like it's further inland here, but I don't know if it actually let the Pathfinder get that far inland without testing it.
Let's go.
All right, here comes the Pathfinder. All right.
Let's go.
How far are you going to let me get in here? Not bad. Not bad at all. All right. Hold on, let me hydrate while I look at this. Think some more here for a bit. All right. So it's going to put the staging area right there. I could
On
even
the
go,
road.
yeah, right here, and then put my zone, my city settlement center, town center, right here. It's getting dark. That gives me a little bit of wood, some forest to operate from, some scrap. And then I've got the wood down here. Or
On the road.
I bring it down here. Come on,
On the road.
little Pathfinder. How
On the road.
far can you get over here? Alright, that's good. Okay, let me pause it because we're at nighttime and day is almost over. So, okay, a staging area there. I could put put my city center, town center right about here. Collect this scrap. Cut down these trees, this little copse of woods here. Clear out some more real estate. And as I'm clearing out this area, making this stretch of land here, right in this section here, where I expand. Then I've got my food and hunting forest right here. And then I've got swamp. Only problem is that's, yeah, but I do like that, this old fish farm here too. So I think I think I'm going to put it right in here first. Alright, so my bus.
Engine running.
Pathfinder. Let's get you up here. Yeah, this is the largest area for expansion here. Right in this area. Plus I've got a water there. Got a water there. And we'll get to that one later. So let's see, do I want it there?
Let's go.
Yeah, I want it over here. This is where I want it. And that'll do. Okay. So, we've just entered day 2. It just crossed over into midnight. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do these videos day by day. So, day 1 is ended. It's time for this video to end. Come back on the next video and you'll see me establish my town center and see what we can do for our first establishment.